In the time it takes to get a college degree, James Gunn will have already introduced 3 Green Lanterns into the DCU. In over 10 years, Zack Snyder couldn't even give us one. But that's not an accident. It's a tale of two totally different visions for the DC universe. For years, the Green Lantern Corps have been in the dark. But now, with the insane hype around the new HBO series Lanterns, we're finally about to see a course correction that fans have been waiting for years. So, why does this excitement for Lanterns feel so new and revolutionary? Well, you have to look back at a decade of frustration that came first. For years, the Green Lanterns in the DC Extended Universe was basically a myth. Supposedly, Zack Snyder had big plans for Jon Stewart, even filming a scene for his Justice League. But apparently Warner Brothers stepped in and blocked it, saying that they had their own separate and ultimately doomed projects for the character. I think Warner Brothers was just sparing us from the atrocity that Zack was about to give us. Think about that. A finished scene with an actor in costume was left on the cutting room floor because of corporate flip-flopping, which is still going on today. Especially since WB once was under AT&T, then they got bought by Discovery, then it's supposedly purchased by Netflix, then they backed out, and now Paramount owns them. That's a lot of instability. Apparently Snyder had big plans for Jon Stewart. He was supposed to be a key player in the Nightmare, and he would have helped rally the rest of the Green Lantern Corps for a final big battle against Darkseid. But with the studio blocking a cameo, Snyder had to make a last-minute change and give us Martian Manhunter, which looked terrible. And while we're on the subject, Darkseid looked terrible too. Like, oh my god. So I can't really say that his Martian Manhunter last-minute swap was why it looked like that. His main villain looked terrible, so WB low-key might have just saved us from an atrocity. Now, let's flip the coin and look back at what James Gunn and Peter Safran have pulled off in just a few short years. They announced the DCU's Chapter 1 Gods and Monsters, and they didn't just promise a Green Lantern project, they wrote out a clear, decisive, and radically different strategy, one that's more in line with what Marvel does. The result is Lanterns, an 8-episode HBO series slated for August 2026, and I can't wait. It's supposed to have like a True Detective feel, and judging by the trailer, I get that. I mean, the show is being run by the dude that worked on Ozark and True Detective, and he also worked on HBO's Watchmen. James Gunn ain't out here playing. He assembled a crew for not just a standard superhero film, but to bring you one of those creative prestige type television series. Gunn's vision for the Green Lanterns is supposed to be like 2 intergalactic cops investigating a dark murder in America's heartland, a case that will connect to the entire DCU storyline. And so far, Gunn has delivered on everything that he said he was going to do, so I anticipate this to be great, especially since he has subject matter experts, people who worked on True Detective and these other series that are in line with the tone to run this show. James Gunn is about to introduce his second and third Green Lantern into the DCU. He already gave us Guy Gardner in last year's Superman film and Peacemaker, so now he's going to be in Lanterns. James is doing a lot of connecting here. He's planting a lot of seeds for this big universe he got going on. He has a totally different approach to world building than Zack Snyder did. And honestly, I'm here for Gunn's vision. He was smart enough to learn from the 2011 Green Lantern movie that had an all CGI suit. So Gunn has learned from other people's mistakes. And that's honestly the best thing you can do. Even in life, that holds true. And apparently the series is supposed to be setting up a major conflict with the one and only Sinestro, so that should be exciting. This isn't just a plan for a single story. James got a strategy to build an entire world of Green Lanterns across both film and TV, with very, very distinct characters. I mean, those 4 right there couldn't be any more different. James Gunn introducing the Lanterns into the DCU as early as he has is a masterclass in building momentum. I mean, the DCU had already kicked off with Superman last year. He's already given us Peacemaker, 2 seasons of that. He's redone the Suicide Squad. He's given us a Creature Commandos animation series. And he also has Supergirl coming out, which is going to also introduce Lobo. I mean, Gunn hasn't missed at all. Like, he got his foot on the pedal. This is the polar opposite of what Zack Snyder did with the DCU. He had over 10 years to give us a Green Lantern. A single Green Lantern. And he couldn't even do that. All he gave us was, like a shot of a ring? Like, miss me with that, man. Some people can cry and say, well, Zack Snyder didn't really get a real shot. The man had 10 years, okay? James Gunn has been here for a little over 3 and has already built out way more of a world than Zack ever did. And honestly, WB might have all did us a favor. They weren't about to spend any more money on this man's vision, which was trash. Absolute trash. You hear me? James is already proven to make successful movies, films, animation. He knows how to juggle multiple characters no matter how wacky or weird they are. He knows how to build out worlds. He, by heart, is a storyteller. He is somebody who actually cares about the comics and the lore. He is doing 1,000 times better than what Zack Snyder ever did. R.I.P. to the Snyderverse. And the P don't stand for peace. The Snyderverse is never coming back. Good riddance. So the main question is, how did James Gunn do in 3 years what Zack Snyder couldn't do in 10? It wasn't a budget. It was just a better idea. It's just a better way of building out a world. It's telling better stories and having a strategy and executing on it. That's how he did it. So if you enjoyed that video, drop me a like and let me know, are you hyped for the show? And if you're not, tell me why. And if you're a Snyder fan, I'd love to hear from you. And if you want to help out the channel that's trying to grow, share it with a friend. And if you want more DC content like this, consider subscribing. And I'll catch you in the next one.